Jim, when you think about what happens next with regards to the relationship with Beijing, that's something, of course, that we've seen the rhetoric growing on for the longest time now. In multiple interviews that I had with the Secretary General, we had many conversations about this. Yesterday, I thought it was really interesting, his comments in that press conference, essentially saying that when it comes to this relationship, there's a growing concern about the ties between Moscow and Beijing. He also said China is not our adversary, but we must be clear-eyed about the serious challenges it represents. Walk me through how you see those challenges.
Well, it's interesting, and I think it'd be instructive to read the strategic concept, the roadmap that NATO puts out every 10 years or so. It was released yesterday. There's a paragraph in there on China, and you can tell how he had to navigate between a lot of views that the allies have from the U.S., which is ringing the alarm bell and doing a lot of things about the rise of China in the Indo-Pacific for sure. But then you've got other views among the allies where they look on China in a lot of ways as a partner, or as certainly a country to be worried about. But the view in terms of what Europe's role and NATO's role should be is a bit more circumspect than what the U.S. might want it to be. So that agreed paragraph in the strategic concept makes it clear that in terms of NATO, China is a challenge. It's something that the alliance needs to be concerned about and needs to watch. The allies themselves nationally need to do that, but it's not being looked on as a direct threat the way Russia is. But I would say that in terms of the alliance now, this idea of China buying so much of the Russian oil and energy sources is a real concern because that's helping to fuel the war in Ukraine. So in terms of China walking a fine line between its customers in Europe, and also its partner with Russia, they are now leaning pretty far forward on the Russia side. So I think in terms of Europe, they're looking on China as yes, well, they're a partner, but they're beginning to look more like something we need to really worry about. So that's shifting, even today. It's shifting that view in Europe based on what China is doing vis-a-vis buying up all of that oil and making it easier for Putin to pursue war in Ukraine.